This is your man, MJ Fan Man. Now, a lot of people, they know Michael Jackson. They know Michael Jackson by his music. All the music that he did, from the Jackson 5 to Michael Jackson solo and Invincible. And then there was some others in between that he did and whatever. But people know, know him for that reason. But there's more reasons that I know him, not for just his humanitarian purposes, but there was a lot of other people too. A humanitarian, not too many people know about that humanitarian deeds that he did. But the life that he was chosen was hard. It's hard and stuff like that. Trying to live a life with restriction, from everything. When you have strict parents, basically, you know, um, will take and, try to, be firm with you, on every little be detailed thing. But that all turned out good and it turned out for the good. In addition to that, there was the teasing that he had got because of his nose. Now, of course, the brothers, they think, they figured it was all a joke, and Mike might be able to take it, which he could. He was he liked to take and do pranks and everything like that. He was very mischievous as well. Okay, his father also took and, but I don't think it was too much of a joke to his father. This right here was the way he was thinking about. So he basically wanted to give his father a reason to look at him and with not be with disgust. So when he got that chance, he said, "Hey, listen, how about I take and do this here to my nose? Then my father, who I've forgiven for all the wrong things that he did to me, you know, but I love my father, and maybe this right here would be the thing that would take and please him." All right. So we did that. But, that was right there was starting that was there, the media started with the teasing. And they basically was like bullying, and they put it out in the media. Oh yeah, he's weird. Look at his nose. Oh, he's weird. Look at his complexion. So it was the rumor went around is, or what people said is that he was trying to be white. And you got to look at that. What did he do to make you think that he wanted to be white? Was it his skin color? You can take a joke and what people say because of something like that. People do things like that. But what if you have a skin condition? You have an actual skin condition in that eats the pigmentation of your skin. You can't take and do anything about being lighter, but you basically have to take and look presentable. Now, this right here might not have been anything that Michael Jackson would have worried about as far as the media is concerned and the government and all of that right there, that those right there people, but his peoples, that made a difference. That made a difference to him, and I don't see where it would make a difference to anybody. But on top of that, he had injuries injuries and stuff like that that had happened to where he had lost. People didn't even really, you know, didn't really consider that. I seen recently people say, what do you like Michael Jackson when he was younger or when he was older? Taking and doing things like Thriller, like to Invincible. And there was people that said, "Oh, he lip sync." Can't a person appreciate or consider what he had went through since he was like 5 years old? He had to take and sing in nightclubs and whatever and stuff like that in smoke filled rooms. Okay, he had to take and basically do that all the time. He was basically the lead singer, and he had to do this in Apollo and stuff like that. And there is a lot of things that you could take, it can take and really mess up, your the flow of your throat. But it didn't take and mess up his flow, but he did, wanted to put, like less pressure on it. Like, okay, he could take and do, like a recording, record that, and then the playback when he's doing a live performance is basically so the dancing, which was very entertainment, can be shown, and then the singing would be lip synced, except for like ballads and things like that. But like in a while that came a problem. But with all of that going on, then he had an accusation. Now, people don't know what it means to be accused of something and actually doing something. See, being accused is basically saying, you did this. I don't know whether you do it, but I think that you did it. And you say, okay, prove it to me. Prove it, prove it, prove it. That's when you're like, a court issue usually comes in, but it didn't come in. So what happened was some people, they tried to say, oh, Michael Jackson bought his way out of something. Now that right there goes into something else. I don't want to take and go off on a tangent where like something like that. But the bottom line is that there was a lot that he went through, and him taking and being able to absorb that and go on, it's a strength that I take and I like to have. I would take and like to basically try to put aside a person, saying that I'm a pedophile and whatever and stuff like that, and pay that no mind. I'm still trying and still trying, and I'll be forever trying, and I'll also be forever respecting, what, like Michael Jackson stood for. He stood for the rights of all humanity. He loved this world. He treated this world and stuff like that as though everybody everybody was his family, and he pleaded with the world to, hey, let's keep our place clean. Yeah, well, I can take and do a lot of helping here, but I just I just need your help. I can't do it all by myself. I'm gonna try to, but I really can't do it. Well, I don't really want to talk so much about this as basically, you know, like this time right now. I would take and like you to like like this video, and then click on submit. And then when you click on submit, you also find the notification bell and stuff like that. You do that right there, and you'll be notified. You'll be notified every time I take and do a video. This is your MJ Sandman.